Alright, let's go over the vertex form of a function, a quadratic function, and we're going to find it by completing the square. So here we have our axis, x and y, and this is what a basic quadratic function looks like. Y equals x squared. And we could transform this or translate it left, right, up, and down. So for example, if we moved it to the right 3 spaces and then down 4, it's going to look something like this. And to do that, we're just going to modify this. So if we move right 3 spaces, that means we're going to have x minus 3 because it's opposite, squared, and then down 4 would be minus 4. So from here, we could tell that the vertex is 3, so it's the opposite sign here, 3, and then just this sign, negative 4. Whereas if we went this way, if we went left 5 spaces, and then up 2 spaces, going left is going to be x plus 5 squared, then up 2 will be plus 2. So from here we can tell that the vertex is negative 5, positive 2. And we'll do another one. Let's go right 1 space and then up 3. Something like this. So right 1, we're going to subtract 1 from the x, and then up 3, add 3 to the end, and the vertex is going to be a positive 1, positive 3. So this form of the function is very useful in quickly identifying the vertex. But what happens if we're given a function in the standard type of display? How do we get from here to here? So we're going to do that by completing the square. So let's say we have this function y equals x squared plus 6x plus 8. I want to put this into vertex form. So we want to complete the square. So we're going to take the b term, divide it by 2, and square it. So it's going to be the 6 divided by 2 squared. So that's 3 squared, which is 9. So we want it to be like this. X squared plus 6x plus 9. But we have this 8 here. And since we added 9, we're going to change the value of this. But we don't want to change it. So in order to counteract that, we're also going to subtract 9. Right now, just focus on this part here, because this is where we completed the square. So factoring just this part gives us x plus 3 times x plus 3, and we have plus 8 minus 9 still. So we really have x plus 3 squared. Right, and then positive 8 negative 9 is minus 1. We have it. This is the vertex form. So from here we can see that the vertex is negative 3, negative 1. So it's opposite of what's written here. If it's positive 3, it's negative 3. And then the y value is just whatever this is. Let's look at one more. So let's say we have y equals x squared minus 8x minus 7. We want to complete the square just focusing on this part here. Take the b term divided by 2 and square it. Negative 8 over 2 squared, which is negative 4 squared, which is 16. So we have x squared minus 8x plus 16, but of course we already have this minus 7 here, and we don't want to change the equation, so we're also going to subtract 16. Alright, so now just factoring this part, this is going to be x minus 4 squared. So just jumping straight to it, it's just going to be this number is whatever b divided by 2 is. So in this case it's negative 4. We have x minus 4 squared. Then negative 7 minus 16 is negative 23. So from here this is the vertex form, and we know that the vertex is going to be positive 4, negative 23.